What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. So a lot of you are going to be picking up a new iPhone this year, and for the first time ever, you're going to need a USB-C charger. I shouldn't even just say a charger, a charging cable with one end being USB-C. The other end most likely nowadays will be USB-C as well, but there is a lot of confusion around how fast these new devices will fast charge, being that they are USB Type-C now. So technically, since these Pros have USB 3 in them, they should charge a lot quicker than Apple's last generation, right? Gotta pump the brakes. Unfortunately, Apple is limiting these to how fast they can charge. However, we have been able to get our 15 Pro Max up to about 30 watts of charge, as opposed to the 27 that was come before it in the 14 series and all that. However, what's interesting is you might need a higher capacity charging brick and cable than what Apple provides. Right off the bat, you need a charging brick, but the cable alone that Apple includes in the package is shockingly, again, not even capable of the USB Type-C PD or power delivery. So you need another cable. Not even the braided one that came in the box is capable of achieving these speeds. So what I want to do, I'm going to show you some of the accessories. I'll throw up the links to Amazon, their affiliate links. It helps out the channel. I greatly appreciate it. But we'll show you the kind of speed you can assume to get. One thing I'll call out, obviously this is all going to depend on your state of charge, and the lower you have battery health, the higher or faster your device will charge. It always slows down near the end once you get closer to 100%. So we'll do these at a couple different increments, around 50 and then a little lower, just so you guys can see what to expect. Let's go. Alright, so as you can see here, we have our Pro Max and our 15 Pro. These are items not necessarily exclusive for these, but these are what products will benefit these devices more so than your standard model 15, just because they're capable of that 27 watt fast charging, which is somewhat of a joke at this point, especially considering USB-C is now involved. But that's not here nor there. Let's get right to it. For those of you that follow the channel, you know we've talked about some of these items in the past for our 14 Pro, and a lot stay true, only with the exception of a couple of new USB-C cables we have that are a little more unique than what we had in that prior video, but we'll talk about that in a second. First things first, if you missed that, if you guys go out and get one of these 67 watt chargers or any of the higher wattage chargers beyond what Apple offers in 20 watts or 35 is my personal preference here, you don't need it. Don't go out and spend the money on this. The phones are just not capable of delivering faster speeds, even with a higher ranked charger like this. Just go ahead and forget about it. So we're going to set that to the side. This is our first option. This is Apple's 35 watt charger here. That is USB-C, or I should say dual USB-C with the foldable prongs, and definitely a little bit more travel friendly. This will achieve the speeds you need to charge your iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max at the higher speeds, up to 27 to 30 watts. However, please keep in mind, if you're utilizing both ports, that is halved. So, one disclaimer with that, great port to have dual options here, but your wattage will significantly suffer if you're using both ports at the same time. Nonetheless, still a good addition. One of my favorites on this channel, again, if you follow, you'll know, is this little Anker Nano charger right here. It's actually the Anker 313 that's rated at 45 watts, single output, that is capable of charging all of these very easily with no issue at the fastest rate possible. I will throw a link again, all of these up in the description down below. Definitely a fan favorite. We're going to utilize this for an example in a second, so I'm going to set that right over here. One of the newer additions is this new Anker Nano power bank. This is up to 22.5 watts built in with its own little charging port. If you need on-the-go power, this could be one of the favorite go-tos. So all you need to do is literally just clip it in, and you'll see you are good to go. Up to 22.5 watts. Again, can't beat that for portable charging. I much prefer something like that over a MagSafe product, just because you're maybe getting 15 watts max for that. This will top that off a lot faster. If you're looking for another portable power bank, again, another Anker option here is one of the more common ones that we've seen recently. They've actually come up with 3 new ones as well, but this actually gives you a display on top, 2 USB-C ports, one for input and out, and then 2 outs, as well as a USB Type-A adapter, or port, excuse me. And this is, let me just double check, the 737 for $24,000. milliamp hour battery. So significantly larger and heavier, but they have newer ones for 10,000, 20,000, etc. if you want something portable. And it actually wirelessly charges via a separate accessory plate that you can just set it on and off and take and go when you're ready. So I personally love these. I'll have that video coming later this week on the new ones if you're interested. I will still throw that link up down below as well. Now, moving beyond all this, like I said, you're going to need a new cable. And this is where I think a lot of people are going to take advantage of and kind of get confused of these new standards. So again, USB Type-C, PD, or power delivery cables are what's needed. This is one that doesn't get tangled as much. It is a silicone covered cable. It's like 10 bucks maybe. But you also do have your readout here as well, so you can get the wattage to see how fast it's charging. So again, I'm going to go ahead and actually undo this and plug this baby in to that 45 watt Anchor adapter and show you just how well it works. Now again, it's all going to depend on the state of charge, like I said, on your phone, but we have about 53% right now, and we'll give you an idea of how it works. Alright, so we're all plugged in. Literally all you're going to need to do, USB-C inside, and there you go. You can see it's actually reflecting PD for power delivery and the wattage that's pulling it in. And you can see it already went to 27 watts at 53%. So if you heard what I said earlier as well, once this was down in the teens, this indicator actually was showing up to 30 watts, which is something Apple's not advertising, but you are able to get it, at least when you're in that low of charge. So yeah, I always like seeing this. It's pretty cool to always see what your rate is of charge. So there's that. I'm going to unplug this and let this battery drain down fully to really see how long it's going to take for another video we're doing for a full charge rate. But that's it for this one, guys. Like I said, let us know if you have another favorite one. Comment it down below. Let us know if you pick up any of these accessories. Again, this isn't an end-all be-all list, just some of our favorites that we're going to be utilizing. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.